guys, so in today's video I will be doing a makeup tutorial for you on this look right here. This is like my first super fall look for the year. I'm super excited. It is officially September, which means that it is fall and there's pumpkin spice back at Starbucks and all is right with the world. So I decided to do this super warm orangey brown smoky eye with really warm tones all throughout the rest of my face and a really bold lip. It is really dramatic, but I mean, in the fall, I feel like you can get away with having really dramatic makeup looks throughout the day. You don't have to go to some fancy nighttime event to wear really dramatic makeup. So I really enjoyed doing this makeup tutorial for you guys. I really am obsessed with like oranges and warm browns and bold lips. They're just, If we could just have fall all year round, I think I'd be okay with it. Even though I love summer, I feel like if we could just have fall all year. Just like keep reliving like September through December, even though December is winter, but you know what I mean. Just like keep reliving those months over and over and over again and have pumpkin spice all year round. I vote yes. Anyway, if you see any fall makeup on like Instagram or Pinterest or wherever, please send it to me, tag me, do whatever you can to make sure I see it because I would love to recreate it. My sister just sent me a whole bunch of fall makeup this morning and I'm just like, can I just do all of them all at once? I'm sure that wouldn't look very good, but so if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. Alrighty, so let's get this party started. So of course I have one eye done as well as my brows, so we can get started. So first I'm gonna start off with the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Natural. I'm gonna go ahead and slap some of this on the eyelid. And then I'm just going to use my finger to blend this out. I have heard that this concealer is really comparable to the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I've never tried that, but I mean, if you like that concealer and you want a cheaper alternative, then go for this one. And then I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Single Eyeshadow in Creme Brulee, as always, with this big bulky Soho eyeshadow brush. Wow, did you hear that accent? Eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to set the eyelid, and I was really proud because I had just organized this Z palette. Something about organizing just, you know, makes your heart flutter. So I'm first going to start off with this Morphe shadow number 66 in Fiesta. Now don't be alarmed that it's like this really intense orange color. It just really adds warmth to any eyeshadow, and you're going to start slow and then build up the color. And I'm using a Wet n Wild blending brush. So as you can see, it just brings a lot of warmth into the crease, and it's not like super neon orange or anything. Then I'm going to take a Mikasa E320 and this Morphe 15 shadow called Carmelized, and I'm going to focus that more in the crease and kind of mush it in with that Fiesta color. And then of course go back in with your previous blending brush and just blend those two colors together. Blend, blend, blend. Now I'm going to take the Kat Von D Monarch palette. I know this is discontinued, I am so sorry. But I'm going to take this shade called Wrath, and it is like a burnt orange shimmery shade on a Sonia Kashuk 103 brush. And I'm just going to pack this all over the lid. I'm so sorry. I am watching The Vampire Diaries again. I know, it's so good. I'm so addicted. So I'm just patting that all over the lid and bringing it up to the crease but not past it. And then taking that same E320 brush and then kind of mushing it into the crease and blending it out. And then of course going back in with that Wet n Wild brush and then blending out the edges. Now I'm going to take this fluffy angled eyeshadow brush by Vintage Cosmetics Company and this matte creamy eyeshadow shade called Entemology. and I'm going to blend that with the crease shade as well as highlight the brow bone. Now I'm going to take this Mikasa E310 pencil brush and this matte chocolatey brown shade called Shadow Box, and I'm just going to focus that on the outer corner. Just to add a little bit of depth and dimension to this eye look. I didn't want it all one shade across the lid. I just wanted to add a little bit of darkness to that outer corner. And of course, go back in with all of your other brushes and blend that shade out, like always. Now for the winged liner, I'm going to use my favorite, which is the NYC liquid liner. I like to line the lid first and then do the wing second. I try to line as close to the lash line as I can. That way, if I need to make it thicker when I do the wing, it's not like already super thick. It gives me a little bit of wiggle room. All right, lashes are on. Of course, they are the Kiss lashes in number 11. And then I'm going to go in with foundation, which is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Foundation in number 200 Soft Beige. And I'm using my Beauty Blender to blend that out. I start at the center of my face and work my way out. Now for concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Light, and I'm just putting that under the eyes today. I'm not putting it all over the rest of my face like I usually do. I'm trying to be more conservative with my concealer these days. I know, crazy. But I'm gonna use the doe foot applicator and just sharpen up the edges where my winged liner is. This is a really good trick if you went a little crazy with your winged liner and you feel like you need to sharpen it up. And then I'm gonna blend that out with my damp beauty blender, of course. And get distracted by Vampire Diaries, of course. Ooh. And I'm just gonna use whatever is left on the beauty blender to highlight the rest of my face. Chin, underneath the nose and the forehead, as always. And then to set that concealer, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild pressed powder in Light. And I'm just going to use that to set the under eyes with that damp beauty blender. And making the horrible face like I always do. Now I'm going to quickly line my waterline with this Urban Decay 24/7 pencil in Perversion. And then I'm going to use this e.l.f. angled eyeliner brush, and I didn't know that I had the palette upside down. I'm not taking that color. I'm actually going to take the Shadow Box color again and just pack that really close to the lash line and smudge out that eyeliner just a little bit. I'm gonna bring it basically all the way in, like to the inner corner, and keeping it really close to the lash line as I can go. Then I'm gonna take that same E310 pencil brush and I'm gonna mix the two shades that we used for our crease, which is the Fiesta and the Carmelized color. And I'm just gonna blend out that shadow box. Get it nice and smoky. Now I'm going to take this e.l.f. pencil brush. It's actually a crease brush, but it's kind of like a pencil brush. And I'm going to take that same Entemology color and highlight my inner corner. I actually looked it up. Entomology is the study of insects, which makes sense for the Monarch palette. Very clever, Kat Von D. I see you. So I'm going to take this NYX Contour Duo in Double Date, and I'm first going to take that contour shade on this no-name like Rite Aid brush and contour the cheeks as usual. Keep that right in the hollows of my cheekbones, and then bringing it up onto the hairline, as well as underneath the jaw and down the neck. And of course on the nose, as always. And then I'm going to take the NYC Sunny Bronzer and use the same brush and just warm up the cheeks just a little bit. Just kind of slap it on. Nothing too precise. Now I'm going to take this Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush and Expose, which is a nice kind of pinky nude shade, and my favorite blush brush, which is the Luxie 504 large angled brush, and just apply that to the apples and then sweep it back towards the hairline. Now I'm going to take the other side of that NYX Contour Duo and this e.l.f. small tapered brush, and I'm just going to apply this underneath the eyes and then sweep it on top of the cheekbones. I don't like this powder for actually setting my under eye concealer, but once it's already set, this is a really beautiful under eye brightening / highlighting powder. It's kind of matte, but it kind of has a sheen to it. So for this look, I didn't want there to be a super strong highlight, so this ended up being really, really beautiful on the cheekbones. Now I'm going to set the face using my Wet n Wild Photofocus setting spray. I had to make sure that everything that I wanted on my face was on my face. And then go ahead and set the face. Now I'm going to line my lips using the Jordana lip liner in Tawny. And I'm kind of overlining my top lip ever so slightly on the corners, just to kind of even out the like lip fullness from my bottom lip. Now I'm going to fill in my lips with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lip in Heathers. And you can see here, this is where I'm kind of like, I start off lining the lips and then overlining them just a little bit on the outside. It's okay to overline your lips. It's okay. Don't let anybody make you feel bad. And then once this lip is on, then we are done. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you recreate this look, then please tag me on Instagram or Twitter. I would love to see your work. I will leave those in the description box below, along with everything I used and mentioned, of course. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you beauties on my next video. Bye.
Does this shirt look like so off with this makeup? It's my husband's shirt. It's like a long sleeve, just like men's shirt. Don't judge me. Drink his blood. I mean, have him drink your blood.
She knew about vampires, and
She was a vampire. Oh, it's Isabel.
I'm Ala's mother.
Okay, bye.